It's a great story, isn't it? You know, it's always special to have Mr. Clinton. He always has thoughtful things to say, and I know I speak for all of us in saying that that was really wonderful to have him grace this event tonight. I did not know that Secretary Slater was here, but in the spirit of Governor Beebe's saying that he was afraid of Mary Good, I wanted to let you know that she wants to see you after this program is over tonight. So you've now got good warning of that. I want to ask two different groups to stand up. We've got a bunch of students here tonight that are EIT ambassadors, and I'm sure you saw them as you were coming and going through the room. Would all of our students stand up here tonight? They're what this is all about. Thank you. And these good students volunteered their time to come here and help us put on this event. Then the second group that I want to ask to stand is all of the faculty members from the college. Would you rise? The faculty, of course, are the people that really deliver the service. They deliver the goods for this college. And I need to recognize, without asking people to stand, but I feel obliged to just note that the Donaghy Foundation, the Trinity Foundation, 50 for the Future, the Governor, the General Assembly, and the people of Arkansas have really been necessary partners in order for us to have the great building, which is not really what this event is about tonight, but in any event, the great $35 million building that we're going to open next spring. If it were not for help from all those people, we would not be doing it. And I said the people because one big chunk of money that went into that building came from the college savings bond program that was voted by the citizens of Arkansas not very long ago. I also want to recognize Tom and Marge Schick for their lead gift of $1 million to the Dean's Endowment, and I'm going to say a little more about that later in the program, but their names have already been mentioned, but Tom and Marge, would you stand? If anyone wondered why they were at the head table and you weren't, well, you know, now you know. I also want to thank Dean and Mary Compuris. Dean is the chair of our UALR Board of Visitors, and then also there are three brothers that I want to thank, Jim Engstrom, Bruce Engstrom, and Steve Engstrom, who in recognition of their mother, Martha Frances Engstrom, have made a commitment to EIT and the Dean's Endowment in honor of their father, Harold Engstrom. Now, I would like the Compurises and the Engstroms to stand and be recognized. My assignment at this point in the program is to underscore the impact of this college to the community and to the state of Arkansas. And I would put it in this context that we have been playing catch-up in higher education in Central Arkansas for a good number of decades. We should have had an engineering program here 50 years ago. And we've been working hard. We finally got one 11 years ago in 1999. And we would not be where we are today with this college. We would not have been making the progress in catching up were it not for the people that I just introduced and many others that have been mentioned and others that have been listed and that rolled on the screen earlier in the program. Let me just mention a handful of real impacts of this college. As was desired by then Speaker Bob Johnson in the Arkansas General Assembly, EIT, and that's our shorthand for the College of Engineering and Information Technology, EIT is helping fill a void in educating a 21st century workforce for our state. and it has worked on filling the pipeline out of the high school, which is one of the choke points in our educational system. We have a shortage of people in Arkansas with college degrees. We've got even a greater shortage of people in Arkansas with STEM degrees, majors in the science, technology, engineering, and math. And one of the complicating factors in solving that problem is that there are not enough high school graduates coming out prepared to go into those fields. Now, here's what I was wanting to get to. A sort of ordinary college of engineering could just sit back and bemoan those facts, could say that, woe is us, there just aren't enough high school graduates coming along for us to be able to make progress on this problem. They're not calculus-ready students, so our hands are tied. But not EIT. That's not been the reaction. EIT has put in place 7 outreach programs to secondary schools to help prepare students for college and for careers in STEM disciplines. Programs like Girls of Promise, Minority Engineering Scholars, Regional Science and Engineering Fairs, robot competitions, a program for training teachers in the Little Rock School District, about 20 to 25 each summer. Have a really rigorous curriculum out here in instructional technology that is a real contribution. Some 825 Arkansas students have participated in such pre-collegiate activities of EIT. And there are now more than 1,000 EIT majors from, and I see our legislative table is over here. I want you to understand they're from 67 counties across this state. They also come from 14 other states in this country and then 38 countries around the world. Another fact that I want you to absorb, more than 50% of the EIT students are first-generation college students. And what that means is that EIT is helping those students to break the cycle and succeed at a level that most of their parents just never dreamed was possible. Now, in short, EIT is providing wonderful educational and then career opportunities to Arkansas students, and its impact on the lives of these students and their families is very hard to even imagine how to measure it. Also, as founders of EIT envisioned, EIT has become an economic development anchor for recruiting high-tech businesses and industries in Central Arkansas. You've heard that remarked earlier. From the beginning, EIT has adopted an innovative approach to curriculum development, and it remains relevant to the changing and evolving marketplace. More than 200 executives representing dozens of Arkansas technology businesses are actively engaged with EIT through industry advisory councils that help each of the college's departments remain focused on relevant curriculum. Through these relations with these representatives of business and industry come opportunities for our students, including internships and senior capstone projects, and ultimately full-time employment. And talk about a change that has occurred since 1999. The graduate program in EIT, back when it started that first year, had 15 graduate students. Today, I guess I'll grab your chair. Today, there are more than 130 PhD students doing innovative research. And our nanoscientists, just to take one category, our nanoscientists are doing very significant research in anti-icing technology for airplanes, green energy solutions, customized nanomaterials, and cancer detection and therapy with the University of Arkansas for Medical Sciences. I could go on, but there is no doubt that the impact of EIT reaches to the four corners of the state and the nation and the world. So much for impact. Now, In 1999, as I indicated a moment ago, an engineering school in Little Rock was long overdue, but when it happened, it was something to behold. And I have a kind of personal obligation, and I think I'm going to mention some people that have already been recognized by the provost earlier, but I feel a personal obligation to salute the four people that, in my opinion, are the key ones in this great success story. They're the ones, I think, most responsible for what is before us. Chancellor Charles Hathaway developed the vision and did an amazing job selling it to the community and state leaders. Senator Bob Johnson, then Speaker Bob Johnson, made the college his signature legislative project, and he gave it a powerful launch. And you saw the initial budgets that we started with there. Haskell Dickinson and his family, Trinity Foundation, provided the largest endowment gift in the history of UALR, which is providing a generous amount of scholarship money for our EIT students. So those are the three. You might have noticed they were all men, and there was a fourth one, and she was a woman, and that was Mary Good. There came a point There came a point in this success story, and in a sense it was the central point, when the right person had to step in and lead the march. And it was a hard-charging Arkansas woman, recently retired from the federal service, who agreed to lead that charge. Mary Good has had three distinguished careers. The first one in academia. Before she was the founding dean of our college here, she had already achieved national acclaim for her career in higher education in the LSU system in New Orleans, where she held a Boyd professorship. Then she had a career in the private sector, a very distinguished career there, and among other things was Senior Vice President of Technology for Allied Signal. And then she, I'm sure, thought she was capping off her career with service to the federal government in multiple advisory commission and committee roles, but she served as a technology advisor to the first President Bush, and then you heard President Clinton make reference to her service as Undersecretary for Technology during his administration. Two of her more than 27 awards include the National Science Foundation Distinguished Service Medal and the American Chemical Society's very esteemed Priestley Medal. And then Dean Good is also the 6th annual Heinz Award winner. And she was elected as president of the American Association for the Advancement of Science, the biggest of such organizations. Her unmistakable intellectual strength and her widely known inability to take no for an answer have been lifelong qualities, and they have certainly been keys to her tremendous accomplishment as founding dean of our college. In 10 fun years, she took EIT with breakneck speed from concept to reality, a college that has exceeded everyone's dreams for it. Now, I know that Dean Good does not like to have the spotlight shown on her. She's the first person to tell you that it's the faculty and it's the students who make the college outstanding. But you and I both know that because of Mary Good, EIT at UALR has achieved in 10 short years what other colleges with very fine faculties and outstanding students, but different deans, don't get done in 30 years. Please join me in welcoming Dean Mary Good.